Okay. So we're off. We're on Highway 24 in Indiana, heading towards Delphi. I've actually never been to this part of Indiana. As you can see, this is what my grandmother would have called God country. Quite rural. You can look out your window and see a bunch of nothing. But it's beautiful out here. You got forests and trees and old houses, and I have no idea where I'm at. But we're somewhere around 45 minutes to an hour outside of Delphi, and I'm heading into Delphi today to interview the family of Libby and Abby. That's Liberty German and Abby Williams, two girls who were murdered in 2017. On the surface, it's a very simple case, but just like any simple mysteries, when you start peeling back the layers, you'll find some interesting things. So I want to take you along for the journey, and maybe you can spot something that I've missed or other people have missed in this mystery. As you may know, I wrote a book called True Crime Addict a couple of years ago, and that was about my research into the Maura Murray case. And after I wrote that book, I decided I wasn't going to investigate mysteries anymore, especially not ones that involve dead children, dead kids, missing people. They're extremely tragic, and they stay with you, and it's not really something I want to place myself into all the time. But I was at CrimeCon this year. Yes, they have a convention for crime fanatics, and a young woman came up to my table, and she started talking to me. We started talking about mysteries, and I asked her, "What's your interest in the topic?" And the girl looked at me and she said, "My sister was murdered last year." And it turns out the young woman I was talking to was Kelsey German, and she's the older sister of Libby. And we talked about her case for a while, and I started to think maybe there was something I could do to help. So here I am, just a couple months later, and we're actually going to talk to Kelsey today and see what she remembers. She was the one who dropped Libby off. So the basics of the case, as you need to know it today, is that on February 13th, 2017, Libby German and Abby Williams went to this hiking trail near where the Germans lived. And I don't know how popular this place is. I don't know, especially in the winter. We're going to find that out today. But it's kind of well known around the neighborhood as a place to go hiking. There's this very popular trail that includes the second highest bridge in the area, in the state, I think. Monin High Bridge. And these girls had crossed the bridge, maybe were coming back. They encountered a man walking on the bridge, and this man abducted and murdered both girls. Now Libby, she's a smart girl. She's 14 years old at the time. She had the presence of mind to snap this guy's picture. Not only that, but she also pulled up her Snapchat and started recording. And so we have the man's picture, even though it's blurry. We also have his voice, which I'll share with you later. So there's a lot of good leads in this case, so at least a good place to start. But I'm kind of taken by Libby's presence of mind in the face of probably, you got to think of how fearful she was at the time, and she thought to do some really smart things in the moment. which is probably going to lead to the case being solved eventually. So I'm going to take you around Delphi. We'll check out the town, and I've got my coffee, I've got my gummy bears, and a gas station breakfast, so I'm set. So thanks for coming along for the ride, and buckle up.